We got to talk about what's going on with these sisters out here blaming black men for what happened with the election results, Kamala losing. It's a sad situation where a lot of these black women are basically throwing black men to the wolves, wishing death on them, saying, they next time the cops got their neck on your foot, the next time you in a situation where you about to get shot by the cops or you in some kind of fucked up situation. Um, they basically saying F you, like, you get what you deserve. And it's wild to me because they want to act like black men are the reason that Kamala Harris lost the election when black men are the second biggest voting group outside of black women from Kamala Harris. So I don't understand that. And it was by a nice margin too. I think it was 88% for women and 78% for men. So obviously, the women, they have a nice margin, a nice lead over the men, but it's not like by a huge amount, right? Yeah, of course, a lot of the black men probably a good 10, 15% probably did defect over to the Republican side for this voting cycle, or just didn't vote at all. There's a lot of people who just say, I'm just gonna sit this out. I don't vibe with neither candidate. But see, they tried to push it in your head that it's people voted that way or people went that way because they are misogynistic, specifically against black women, but just women in general. And well, the thing that a lot of people didn't catch about this whole scenario was that it was the Obamas who actually started seeding this thought into their minds. I mean, you got Michelle Obama, then you had Barack Obama come out and saying and insinuating that the only reason black men don't want to vote for Kamala Harris is because she's a woman, and because they have misogynistic ideals, which is just plain wrong. I mean, can we please get past the identity politics? I mean, Kamala Harris, first of all, is not black. Let's get that through our thick skulls. Kamala Harris is not black. She is East Indian. Look at the name. The name Kamala, that is a Hindu name. That is her heritage. She is not black. Let's stop looking at skin tone. And that's what gets us messed up. That's why the Bible says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because like we're looking at things at such an elementary level that we can't look at the nuances of what's actually reality in front of us. Kamala is Indian Hindu, but because she has darker skin tone and she knows how to put on a little show, talking about she cooked collard greens in the bathtub, and her father's Jamaican, but then leaves out the fact that he was born there, but he's not like Jamaican as we know. He's not like a black Jamaican. Like, he was just born there. Like, you can, whatever you want to call it, he's not of black descent. You can't just conflate Jamaican born with, who we know to be foundational, true, like pure blood Jamaicans. So we got to stop doing that kind of stuff, first of all. Kamala has never said that she was black. Yeah, people still like wanted to force this label and this label and this identity on her, and that's how they chose to vote this cycle. One, because they're deathly afraid of the orange man. He's racist, misogynistic, he's a rapist, he's a criminal, blah blah blah. He's got all these charges and indictments and whatever. Even though a lot of that stuff was politically charged, he was targeted by the Democratic Party because, obviously they want to get him out the White House. Like, whatever, whatever you want to say about Donald Trump, I don't think that, that makes Kamala any better. I mean, she was putting black men in jail for the most ticky-tack charges and laughing and smiling about it and having a good old time years ago. And I don't think much has changed, honestly. She can pretend all she wants. No one ever holds her feet to the fire about that. And when they do, she just kind of laughs it off and moves on. So I just find it wild that it was actually the Obamas who kind of cemented this idea that, it started with Joe Biden. Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for the Democratic Party, you're not black. And then now the Obamas come in and reinforcing this idea that black men, it's black men's fault because we're misogynistic against Kamala, even though they showed up the most for her out of any other male demographic. We're not looking at the facts that black men only have about 5% of voting power across the entire nation. black people as a whole, according to the most recent election results, only 10%. So I don't know how black men were supposed to sway the vote toward Kamala that heavily. I mean, if anything, I mean they I mean they did the best they could, and they're still getting shitted on, and I'm seeing a whole hate train, and it's just really eye opening. It just kind of underscores the hate that we have for our own people. Like I said, some of the stuff these women have been saying have been disgusting about black men. It makes me not even want to engage with them. Yeah, and I know that's not all of them, but it's a lot of them out there that's saying this stuff, man, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's actually very embarrassing for the community. And just remember, it was the Obamas who kind of reinforced this rhetoric. So, man, they playing y'all like a fiddle, man. These Democrats are doing exactly what it is that they expected you to do, which is to turn on each other, divide and conquer. Now you didn't get the country is in the hands of one side now. Now they can do whatever they want, you know. Democrats, I mean, the Republicans, the Democrats, this whole thing, like they'll say they work together on both sides of the aisle. You know, they give this illusion that, you know, oh, we're fighting the good fight perpetually against this. Like, no, dude, there's no perpetual fight amongst these people, man. They're all behind the scenes, and I'm not even just talking about American politics. This is going all the way up to global geopolitical politics, the banking system, the all these billionaires and these tycoons. They're all in on it, man. It's all about global control. This whole thing is about global control. They want a one world system where they can control the movement. They can you know, they can follow, they can track your every movement. They can control your every movement. They can tell you when and where to go. They can tell you how much you can spend on what. They want to know where you are at all times. And they just want to control every aspect of your life. They want to tell you exactly how much money you can have, exactly how much you can spend, and how you can actually go and get that money. And they want to tell you exactly when and where you can go, and what time you have to be back in, like it's a curfew. And I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff. I mean, I feel like I'm like a little incoherent right now, because for me, it's just like, I've been repeating this stuff for so long. And it's obvious for people who can see, and I'm trying to figure out how I can actually express this in a way that makes it very, very painfully clear what's going on. Because in my head, it's just like, I'm already at the finish line. I can already see what the end goal is. Just me trying to piece together the actual steps that we took to get here and what I believe is going to happen to complete the picture. So once I get my head right on all that, it's like I said, I've been exhausted just thinking about this stuff, man. And then all this stuff going on this week, it's just kind of making me feel a little bit foggy, as you can tell. I'm just going to relax and stop thinking about a lot of it. I just wanted to come out here and say that, though, man. All this black self-hatred, this infighting has to stop. It's not what we want to do at this time. It doesn't matter who's in office, Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter, black, white, man, woman, whatever. At the end of the day, we have to sweep in front of our own doors. We can't rely on any other man, any other woman, any politician. Like, if you're still looking for them to save you, then you don't truly believe in God. And a lot of people like to say how much they trust and believe in God and this and that. If you truly did, then you wouldn't even care too much about what's going on in these politics, because God will show you how to survive and move in this world without having anybody, having their hands in your pot. So just think about that. I just pray we all wake up and get better, man. We need to heal as a people. And yeah, man, it's sad out here. Shalom.